my dear students. So hope you all are doing great. So let's begin today's class. Yes. So today we are going to learn a new topic about seed dispersal. What do you mean by seed dispersal? What is the need of the seed dispersal? So this all we are going to learn from this lesson today. So do you remember what we learned in the previous class? Yes, about the germination of seeds, and also we told what are the factors required for germination. We have discussed in detail about the different stages of germination. How the plant is coming out from a seed. Right? Yes. Now, how the seed gets dispersed. That is what we are learning in this topic. For today's topic. Children, seed dispersal means the seed is transferred from one places to far off countries. Okay, to distant places. Clear? So to many different places. So why the seed is getting dispersed? Yes, the seed, see, if all the seeds, you think about a condition in which all the seeds are falling down the plant. Okay? So if all the seeds are together and when they start to germinate, they won't get sufficient factors. What are the factors required for germination, children? Yes, air, water, proper temperature, sunlight, soil. So these all are the main factors. Main factors are air, water and temperature. So you just think of a situation in which all the seeds are grown together. Will they get the sufficient water? No, because the water should be given to every seed. So if you are pouring the water will not be sufficient for all the seeds. So that is why instead of germinating together, the seeds will be spread to far off places so that it gets more space and more air, more water, more temperature, everything it will get, and so that it can germinate nicely. So that is why seed dispersal is very important. If the seeds are germinated at one place, they won't get sufficient air, sunlight, water, temperature and all. So as a result, they will not be able to germinate properly. So that is why seed dispersal is very important. Now, who does the seed dispersal? That is our next question. Do you know, children, who does the seed dispersal? Can the seed have legs to walk and go to any other places? Do you think that? No, right? So there are some factors or there are some agents which help the seed to disperse. They are water, wind, explosion, that is bursting, and through human beings and animals and birds. So these are the agents: water, wind, explosion, human beings and animals or birds. These are the agents which helps in seed dispersal. For example, you can see a conversation between a girl and Pappus. It's a name of a tree. Just look, everyone. What is the girl saying? And you can see the picture also, that it is flying somewhere. That seed is flying somewhere and she is going to catch that. So let's see the conversation. Why do you fly like this, dear Papas? So girl is asking, why are you flying? Papas, I am flying in search of a favorable place for my seed to grow. So he is looking for a place for the seed, for a seed to grow. You can see a small thing over there, down that. Up is like hair-like structures. Down you can see one brown color. That is the seed. So it's searching some place for the seed to germinate. Girl, which is your seed? Papas, this little thing I hold is my seed. Many of my friends are flying like this with a seed at different places. So all of my friends are doing like this. Girl, why do you and your friends suffer like this? Can't you fall at the base of your own tree and germinate there? So the girl is asking, why are you going to other places? You can germinate down the tree. From where you fall down, from there down. Base means down the tree. Why are you going to far off places? The girl is asking. You know the reason, no children? Yes. Papas, we are born on a climber. If the ripe fruits burst and we fell and grow there itself, we could not get enough water, manure and sunlight to grow. Since our seeds are light and have hairy parts, we can fly freely in air. Many plants adopt various tricks like this to disperse their seeds to distant places. So, what does the paper say? That if they grow or if they germinate under the tree, they won't get enough sunlight, water, temperature and all. Okay? So, you know, climbers means they will climb on to another plants and grow. So, Papas is a climber. So, they won't get sufficient air, water for the seed to germinate. So, that is why they are going. And the air-like parts, air-like structures help them to fly freely in the air through wind. So, that is the peculiarity of that Papas plant. Okay? Even the other plants also use like this tricks. We can see. Now, I told you that through wind, water, explosion, human beings, animals, birds, the seeds are getting dispersed. So, through wind, the Papas and Mahogany are dispersed through winds because they are very soft and they are having air-like structures, as you can see from the picture, and also wings are also there. So as they are very soft, they are able to fly freely in the air. Only a slight wind is enough for them to fly in the air. So Papas and Mahogany are the seeds which dispersed through wind. Now seeds which disperse through water is coconut. You can see that most of the coconut trees are beside the rivers, ponds and all. So the husk, that is the outer covering of this coconut tree, will allow them to float on the water. It will not allow them to sink. It will not go into the water. It will float on the water and go to faraway places. Then through exposure. You know, lady's finger and balsam. What they will do when the fruits attain a maturity, that is when they ripe, what happens means they burst out. They explode, they burst out and their seeds will go outside, will spread to many places. And you know what is the peculiarity of the seed? The seed are spherical in shape, round in shape. so that they can easily roll along the ground to far away places. So this is how they get dispersed. Now through animals, birds and human beings, fruits like jackfruit, guava, okay, sparrow grass or arrow grass, ficus, this all, you know what happens when the birds eat the fruits, after eating it they throw down the seeds. So the seeds are dispersed through various places, and some seeds, they have hook-like structures which will fit on our clothes and all. Through humans or through the animal's leg and all, it will stick onto our clothes and animal's leg, so that when they travel from one place to another, it gets to far away places. So this is about animals, birds and human beings. So there is an activity in your textbook, that is a box, which tells us how the seeds are getting dispersed. So let's see that, children. All of you look into the activity. Yes, you can see that the first activity, that is the mode of seed dispersal, plants and adaptation. First one, through wind. They have given pappus and mahogany, light seed, air-like parts to fly. We discussed it. Now through water, coconut. Through water it is coconut, that is, as I told you, the husk. It is so smooth. The outer covering of the coconut, it helps to float in the water. Next, animals. Ficus, jack tree, guava tree, arrow grass. You know what does they do? They will, as I told you, the fleshy fruit is eaten by the birds and they throw the seeds after eating it. Okay, and some of the seeds like arrow grass and all, they have hooks which will stick onto the clothes of the human beings or the animals, and when they move to far away places, the seeds also get dispersed along with them. Okay, now next one is by bursting. Lady's finger and balsam. I told you, when the fruit ripe, they start to burst and the seeds are round in shape, so that they can easily roll along the ground and go to far away places. So these are some of the methods of how the seeds gets dispersed. So hope you are clear with this. Next one is some guest in our country. See children, we all learned that human beings are a part of seed dispersal, right? Yes, when we move to many places, we collect the seeds from the foreign countries. Nowadays, we are depending everything from the other states, right? Yes. Fruits like pineapple, then tomato, then vegetables like tomato, tapioca, green chili, coffee, guava, this all comes from America. Tea comes from China. Cabbage comes from Europe. Rubber and cashew tree, it comes from Brazil. See children, just look that all are coming from the foreign countries. You know that when they come from the foreign countries, in order to not get damaged, they will put some chemicals into it, so that it will not easily get damaged. So that is what we are eating. So it's very harmful, children. So it's time for us to cultivate our own vegetable garden, so that we will be aware of how to cultivate different vegetables and fruits. and we will be knowing how many dishes there will be chemical free vegetables you can obtain, right? Yes, and also we can add money to profit to our country through this. It will be an employment for our people if you cultivate a vegetable garden. So what are the requirements for vegetable garden? The soil must be pure and fertile. It should be a good quality soil. Then only the plants can grow, children. Then the soil should be allowed to hold water and also to flow the water. Both it must be there. Okay? And there must be proper sunlight. Water must be sufficient. And also proper manuring, that is we are giving waste materials, kitchen waste and all of plants and animals for the plants to grow. So there must be proper manuring, that is the meaning of manuring. And there must be pest control and weed control. Pest and weeds are small insects, children, which will destroy the plant crops. So there must be proper control of this. Then only we will be able to cultivate a vegetable garden. So these are the requirements for the vegetable garden. So it's time for us to make our own fruits, our own vegetables, rather depending upon the other countries. So these are some of the topics we discussed. Here today we discussed about seed dispersal, why we need the seed dispersal and the agents through which the seeds gets dispersed. And also we have learnt about some of the guests in our country, that is we rely mostly on foreign countries, the fruits and vegetables. So it's time for us to change our ideas so that we will have a great knowledge about how to cultivate a vegetable and fruit garden. So this is all about today's topic. Hope you are clear with the concept. So see you in the next class. Bye children.